Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Morning edition of the Moose Minute Project. There we go. Back on. So welcome to the Thursday morning edition. Yes, we are getting close to April 1st. How do I know? Let me guess. I'll show you the ways. Must be getting very close to April 1st. You know, vote on April 1st. Yes, vote by whatever. I'll be glad when that is over. But will it really be? I don't know. So, welcome to the Moose Minute Project. What is your expectations? Or expectation? We'll just label it to one. What are you doing to make your life better, tolerable, improving, whatever it may be? I had a rough day yesterday, and I don't know how to describe it. Roxanne knew there was something off just by me, and she kept thinking it was me to her, and it's not. Very emotional up and down day. Weather has a lot to do with it. It seems now if I take my meds right away, it's good. But when you don't take them until after your doctor's appointments, it just seems to mess with my head. And I get these weird, it's almost like shock pulses through my head. It's hard to describe. It's really what it is. It's like your brain is snapping. But I think where it is, it feels this side anyway. Where the stroke damage is, the impulses going across don't have. And this is just stuff that I have to deal with being a stroke survivor. And I'll take a stroke survivor over the other options. So some days are tougher than others. Some days this stuff is so damn painful I don't know what to do. But the weather has been good, so I haven't had that problem. Really cold, really hot equals really bad for this hand. So what are your expectations? For me, my expectations is to make it through the day, do everything I can to make sure my boss's company is being successful and it is running right for the sales side of stuff. Making sure that I do everything I can to try to help make my wife's days good too. We both I work at a job that's way laid back, far less stress than I've ever had in any of my positions. I get to do what I love, which is sell, and sometimes I get thrown in with the manufacturing thing, which is fun too. That's where it becomes frustrating with this, but it is what it is. She works in a very high stressful, very much professional setting. So we work on opposite ends of the spectrum. She has to deal with people. I do not have to deal with people except online, and a few people that walk through the door. She has to deal with the general public, plus she has to deal with the government entities. We do not talk work at home. It's just found it easier for me to not talk about it because I am a black and white, go get it handled. And unfortunately, I don't think government is that way from what I can see. So we do not talk about work. It's just easier that way. I think I would be very frustrated working in her environment because you can't just handle problems. It has to go through this chain of command and that chain of command and blah, blah. I'm not that type of person. I just don't. So I wouldn't be able to work in that environment. She does very well in that environment. I've had a whole lot of people tell me how great my wife is at her job. So my expectations when it comes to talking about work is my day was really good. I get to work, I go home, I'm off Friday and Saturday. My boss respects when I'm gone or off. We don't talk. We don't get to phone calls. We don't do all of that stuff. He doesn't expect on my vacation time to handle emails, which I do. I'm just wired that way. But he doesn't expect me to. It's kind of like right now, he's on vacation. I am going to handle as many questions that I feasibly can without the wrong answer, or at least explain people he'll be back on Monday after his family vacation, because his family vacations, he doesn't get very many of them. So it's a well-deserved vacation for him to be gone. So what are your expectations in life? What are your goals? If your goal is, as a salesperson, to sell more, what are you doing to do it? What are you wandering around? Do you have a set number of goals? Do you have, I'm going to call 20 people today? Or do you wait for people to come through the door? If you're waiting for people to come through the door, you're behind the 8 ball already. You are blowing out of the water. If you are going to wait for that person that was at your store to return without contacting him, you're behind the 8 ball already. Because they are already in contact with somebody who they visited and they are following up. Follow-ups are going to be your number one. Where are you getting your customers from? You better hope from referrals. Referrals are going to be your number one thing. That's where we are fortunate here, where we've just started this. 2 years into the market of really hitting hard the UTV and ATV turn signals. And people still don't know quite about us. And that's okay. We will continue to do that. But my goal is to get more orders and get more orders. And it's so far worked. Every year we have drastically improved the quantity we sold. If you manage a restaurant or you manage a department store, how are you getting more customers? What's your plan there? Do you hit your own, if you work at a jewelry store, for example, do you take short videos of the cool stuff at your store? Do you take cool videos or do you promote pictures of happy customers or your repairs or whatever you do at a department store, hardware store, shoe store, wherever it may be, parts store? Are you taking videos of the cool stuff that you guys have? Are you on social media on your own account promoting them, or do you just prefer, I'll let the boss handle it? If you let your boss handle it, you're going to get a lot of people to walk through the door, but they won't be asking for you. So, what are your expectations and how are you going to meet them? You are going to have to get out of your comfort zone. This is in my comfort zone. I love talking about it. If people didn't look at me and just said, well, whatever. He's a big weight guy. I'm 6'5", 275. And what does he know? Well, I've been in the sales industry for well over 20 years. I'm pretty sure I've been very successful at what I did. I made companies that I worked for pretty good money. Did I give them some headaches? Probably so. Because, again, goes back to that black and white area. If your goal is to improve sales or improve customers or improve retention, then you have to know what your salespeople are doing or what your employees are doing. And that's down to the janitor. If the janitor is not talking positive when he's away from work about yours, or your store, yeah, you got to figure out why. Everybody that you pay as an employee should be pushing business to you. Just how it should work. It's always been a thing of mine, is that, hey, do you have business cards? Do you have just a company card? Just a card to say, hey, talk to this person. Whether you're a mechanic, and as mechanics, are you fixing things for customers, or are you sending them to your business? The one that writes the main check. Do you feel that you are deserving to make money on the side, taking it out of your boss's pocket? Just curious. What are you going to do? If your expectations are that your boss owes you or deserves to or needs to pay you more money because you deserve it, what are you doing to deserve it? Are you, like I said, are you fixing things on the side and doing all of that because, hey, I'd rather do it on the side? Or are you telling customers, hey, I'll wire that up for you, it's too expensive through service, or whatever it may be? If you work for a concrete company, are you taking side jobs away? Oh, that's just a little job. Or are you talking to your boss and saying, hey, you know what? It's just a small job. Do you really want to mess with it, or are you okay if I take it? Are you talking that way openly? Or do you have an agreement with your company that you work for saying, hey, I'm going to do a few of these. Are you going to be okay with that? I just don't know. It's kind of things that you have to look into when you work for somebody else. Are you bartending? Are you managing a company and you're handing over free beers to your friends? Are you taking, that angle? Are you an owner that is paying for your beers as you get them? Or are you an owner that is not paying for anything and you're still just drinking them? It's just a curious thought. I know people that in both scenarios, that as restaurant bar owners, they just say, give me this and give me that, and they take it over the counter. I also know them saying other people that own the same kind of company, that they pay for all of theirs as they come over the counter. What are your expectations? And do your employees know your expectations? Do they know in a subtle, not nose to nose, brah, kind of yelling thing? They are talked to and say, and I don't care if you have 4 employees, 3 employees, 30 employees. Do you have meetings where you discuss your expectations, where your managers also talk about their expectations, and that your managers are backed 100% by you, and everybody knows where the company is headed? From the janitor all the way up to the owner. Because if that janitor is wandering around saying what a shit show your place is, even though he's the janitor, he's costing you a lot of money. So make damn sure that every employee, and their all needs change. I've talked about this before. Every employee has different things that make them happy. Some of them aren't money. Some of them are just give me an extra day off a month. Or, when I ask for vacation, is it just, yep, go ahead, have a great day, have a great time. You don't bother them, you leave them alone. Maybe it's family. Maybe it's an hourly schedule. You know what, I'm struggling right now with my kid because we're having a tough time getting him to school on time. Hey, tell you what, let's change your hours to this and this. Or maybe it's 2 different shifts. Maybe they work the lunch hour that's really busy and the evening hour, and they're off during the day. You have to start talking to your employees, and you have to start figuring out what's going on up here, and especially in the times we're in currently. Mental health. And you can laugh all you want about it. If you are laughing about mental health, or just get over it, people just need to work through it, you're on the wrong side of the ball. Mental health is huge, and it's a huge problem. So that's where I am today. What are your expectations? What is your expectations, and are they printed out? Are they something every employee knows? Is every scenario, as an owner or a manager, does everybody know, hey, if this happens, this is what we're doing? Disgruntled guests get handled this way. How are we approaching people that are coming in for business? Are we just saying, hey, and let them go? Are we making sure they're handled right away? Are they making sure you are introducing yourself properly? Does everybody get treated the same? Just one of those things. So that's where I'm at today. I'm going to end today's project with, I couldn't believe what I received in the mail yesterday for Marcy's Strikeout Alzheimer's, the second annual, November 8th, 2025. I posted it on my personal page, and I also posted it in the events page. The PBA, so Professional Bowlers Association, sent me an autographed, clear-coated maple pin with the cool red crown around it. I saw E.J. Tackett's autograph on there. Smalls, so Smallwood is on there. Kyle Troop is on there. Ryan Barnes is on there. There's quite a few on there, and it's really, really cool. So I took pictures all the way around it. But I got that in the mail yesterday. So that is bubble wrapped and put back in to the storage bin of all the cool prizes, along with Verity Crawley's jersey. I've got some cool stuff, and I've got a lot of time yet to even add to it more. But I am literally just shooting emails periodically to people that I see that might be interested in supporting it, and the support has been huge. So this is one thing that has kept my mind clear, has kept me focused. Between this project and running my mom's annual Alzheimer's shootout is going to be the two main things. Tomorrow is a big day for me on YouTube. If you watch my videos and you like them, subscribe to it on YouTube. I've made tomorrow morning will be my 200th episode of the Moose Minute Project. So that's kind of cool that there's 200 videos on YouTube of the Moose Minute Project. And I cover everything from politics to what I covered today. Sales management employees, that's my wheelhouse. That's really where I'm comfortable. Helping companies, the other part that I would really love to get back into is radio. I loved doing radio. Radio was so much fun, recording ads, doing all that stuff. I'd love to get back into that again. But have a great day today. And as always, take time to bless somebody when you can. If you see somebody struggling, instead of leaving them behind, walk up, put your arm around, whatever you may need. But make sure they don't get left behind. Especially these days, people are really struggling hard. And if you haven't reached out to somebody you know and you're wondering how they're doing, do it today. It's pretty quick. Text message, whatever it may be. Hey, just thinking about you, hoping everything's going well. You never know how that's going to go over. So we will talk to you later. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow morning for the 200th episode of the Moose Minute Project.